Everyone, Diana Rankin here with your messages and predictions, and here with Daisy also. This is for June 10th to the 16th, and Daisy's insisting upon getting petted, so we'll have to pet her while we're talking to you. You may see her running around a little bit in the yard here when she's tired of getting petted. Last week you did see one of the wild kitties. I will get back to your comments, and one of them made the comment that you thought it was Daisy who had lost some of her color, and then you realized it was a kitty. That little kitty we've named Joey. Joey won't yet let us come near him. We get really, really close, but then if we move a hand one way or the other, he runs off, or she. We named him Joey because we don't know if it's a boy or girl. And our little Petey was the same way. She is, we know it's a little girl, but she was very tiny when she came to us, appeared out of the cornfield. And Joey has his own little house. On some of the other videos, or later this summer, you'll probably see some of the dog houses around. At one time, we had five cats, but also had 5 dogs, and so and also foster dogs, and so we have indoor and outdoor spaces and lots of dog houses around. And since we just have Daisy now, we use those dog houses for the wildlife, and so food gets put out in them every day, and usually it's the kitties who eat them, but I've seen a few raccoons out there as well. In fact, a whole family of raccoons I saw the other day. Oh, there's Daisy. Okay, let's talk about the craziness that's going on. You know, our president here in the U.S., the summer is going to grow politically crazier and crazier and crazier. So I can't say I'm surprised by this latest move with saying that Russia should be part of the G7 gathering, and that it's like fighting with our allies and inviting in and supporting those who the U.S. has always considered enemies. Well, I'm all for spreading love, but I also think we have to do that with boundaries, and we have to do that carefully. I am not a diplomat. I do not know all the ramifications, but somehow what looks to me like 2 bratty boys with the intellect of children come together to decide world peace or world order, that's a little unnerving, shall we say. So I don't think we're going to war this week, but let's hold our planet and each of our individual countries, as well as all countries and all leaders. Let's send them love, and let's also send them wisdom. I want to also address I want to address suicide, but I want to also say that our brothers and sisters in Guatemala and Hawaii, as the earth erupts under you, we're with you. We can't imagine what you're going through, the devastation, the pain. Just know our hearts are reaching out to you. And that also goes for our brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico, who some are still without power. Take a moment, for those of you who can, and say a prayer. Enjoy the beauty that surrounds me. Take a moment to listen to the birds singing. We have to be present in those moments for our lives. Those are some of the most important moments we'll ever live, is to just be and be present in the moment, to watch Daisy play, to look at the mist. We had rain this morning, and so it's still a little misty. You can see that. To listen to the birds sing. These are the moments that really matter. You know, I want to tell you, we've had in the U.S., and it's affected the world, Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, 2 suicides, and they're high-profile suicides. And so I want to address suicide for a moment and depression. I've been fortunate in my life. I've experienced depression, not clinical depression, but depression, situational depression, brought on by heartbreak, brought on by heartbreak. And I felt like I was down a deep well, and no one was looking down that well. But I was fortunate that even in the darkest of night, I could look up. And I knew there was a star there. I just knew that. And in knowing there was a star there, even if it was obliterated by shadows and clouds, even if it was really, really dark, I knew it was there. And that knowing gave me hope. And it also let me know that I'm the one who had to reach out, because nobody was looking down deep wells that day. That tomorrow could be better. I might still be shedding a lot of tears. I might still be in a lot of pain. But the only way I was going to get out of that deep well was to scream for help. And so if any of you out there are down that deep well, or if you know anyone who is, please reach out to them. Or if you're the one in the deep well, scream until someone hears you. Please. You are important. Your life is important. And as I said that, you notice our little stray kitty here, Joey, suddenly showed up to say, you're important. I'm a stray kitty. I was born in the cornfield. Nobody cared. And then I found a doghouse under a stairway next to a barn, and there was food in it. And I stayed. I kept coming back because every day there was food in it. And it was really scary because there were 2-legged people there, and there were other 4-legged ones there, and it was scary, but I kept coming back. So let that little brave kitty help you be brave. Reach out, please. You're worth it. That said, let's see what Philip has to say for this week. I would love to tell you that things are going to calm down politically. They're going to escalate. This is not going to be the easiest summer for us to get through, but we're going to get through it. And for those of you who are in countries that are a bit saner than the U.S. right now, thank you for holding us in love. We appreciate it. For those of you who make comments, thank you so much. I so appreciate your comments, and I do get to them as soon as I can. And yes, I'm behind. I was all ready to get caught up, and then I got ill, but I'm all better now. This is my spirit guide. For those of you who are new, welcome. We're so glad you joined us. This is a book that Philip gave me, and each page has a different wisdom. So we just opened any page or flipped through until we feel like stopping. And then we have to think left page or right page, because each page has a wisdom. So you ready? You're thinking left page or right page? Here we go. I'm going to stop there. And I'm thinking left, but I also like to read the other page as well. But our message is on the left. By the way, before I forget, I will post below the hotline for the U.S. number for suicide prevention. That is another way you can reach out. Please do so. Here's our message. As you see the world, so is your world. As you see the world, so is your world. Oh, my friends, see the world through eyes of love. as much as you can. This is not to say we ignore what's going on in the world. No, we don't. We have to keep ourselves informed. An uninformed citizen is a poor citizen. We need to be good citizens. So we do want to keep ourselves informed. An uninformed person about the weather is going to get in trouble. So if you're asked to evacuate, please do. We're in for a rough hurricane season coming in. So let's be safe, let's be smart, let's be aware, but let's do so in love. Let's keep our personal worlds as joyful as we can, as calm as we can, as happy as we can, and let that spread out to the rest of the world. That's the way we fight the craziness. This I like too on the right-hand side, so I'm going to read this. It says, a healer does not heal. A healer lets healing take place. A healer does not heal. A healer lets healing take place. How true. You know, as a psychic medium, I can give you guidelines. I can tell you what the trajectory of your life is. If you follow that particular, continue to follow that thread, I can talk to you. I can get you messages from those in spirit world who love you and have passed over. I can do all those things. I can tell you what to expect in your life, but I can't heal you. I can give you all kinds of ways to heal, processes, information. I can do all of that, but oh, my friend, I can't heal you. As a healer, no healer can heal you. We do that all on our own with a lot of help from our friends. If you're in a hole, please reach out. Reach out. We're here. We're holding you. Hang on. It's not going to be this smooth this week. It's going to be bumpy politically in the U.S., and that does affect the world. So, expect a bumpy ride. Expect more craziness, shall we say? But please reach out in love to each other. We need it now more than ever. We thank you. Daisy and I love you. The kitties love you. Remember, if a brave little kitty can find a home when he's really scared, you're going to get through this. And as a nation, we're going to get through this. I love you, my friends. Daisy came to say she loves you. Thank you for accepting that love. And thank you for loving us. Until next week, we love you.